Hey friends! Welcome to Hearthstone. I really. This is definitely a fleeting favorite because I really want to love this game. It's got so much charm. I think it's really fun in a lot of ways, but just the amount of money you need to sink into it for really getting the full experience, in my mind, is too much. Also, it's a Blizzard game, which I'm kind of not pro Blizzard right now with everything that's come up with them. But it's also free to play, theoretically. It can definitely loop you into causing problems. So that's why it's fleeting, but I think it's very fun. Um, so if you just take care of the free to, or take advantage of the free to play, then you're all good, and you're not so much supporting the bad company. But we'll get past that and get into the real fun, which I've been having a boatload of fun with a mode that came out a long time ago, I think, but I hadn't seen it because I had just jumped into this game again for this purpose. Um, is a PvE mode in the solo adventures, and it's kind of like a roguelike Hearthstone. It is this dungeon run from kobolds and catacombs, where you just start as any of the 9 classes, maybe, and there's a little narrator. Um, we will be first challenging this man, apparently. Bink the Burglar will be our opponent. This low-down thief preys on starting adventurers. Um, so you pick any of the classes, and it starts you with maybe like 10, 15 cards. And you have to theoretically beat 8 bosses that get harder and harder. And when you beat a boss, you add different sets of cards to your decks, and there are like 2 times where you add like big ol' kind of game-changing passive abilities to your decks, and I think it's really fun, really relaxed, kind of a good intro to Hearthstone since it's PvE. Um, I can kind of spend more time rather than being on a time limit against somebody else, an actual player, to kind of give you the basics of it, and it's fun. So we'll get right into it. Yeah, so there are 9 classes, at least free ones. The Demon Hunter, I think, exists, and maybe even the Death Knight now. I don't know. But those either were after this or I just don't have. But I think we're gonna go with the good old Druid for this. It's one of my preferred classes, and I haven't done a dungeon run on Druid yet. He's kind of a balanced damage tanky man. His little ability that every hero has is Shapeshift here. It's their hero power. It gives him 1 attack, the hero himself, and 1 armor, which is just essentially 1 health. And you need to spend 2 mana, as with every other hero power, in order to get that benefit. And we'll get into kind of what that means as we go along here. It's crazy to me that Hearthstone hasn't fixed the loading bar misbehaving like that.
I must protect the wild.
Your pockets are looking awful heavy there.
So all of these dungeon run bosses will have their own unique ability, and they get more and more OP as you go on. This is my starting hand that I've gotten randomly. Generally, you want to be looking for things that are 1, 2, 3 mana in your starting hand, so we lucked out pretty decently here. The 2 cards on the left are minions, so I can actually play them on the board. They both have 2 attack and 2 health, and have little extra abilities. This guy builds up over time, getting stronger, 1 to both attack and health. And this one kind of gives you something from your deck. And this is a spell that would destroy a minion and add another one to the opponent's hand. So I think I'll probably get rid of Mulch, because with the mana curve I have here, hopefully being able to play pretty efficiently, I hopefully won't need that kind of hard removal right at the beginning. That said, I don't have any one-cost cards, and you start out with 1 mana, unless you have the coin there like he did, which the person who goes second gets, and it just gives them 1 mana once, because it kind of evens out going second, which can be a disadvantage. So add a random minion with 5 or more attack to your hand, and this guy's got an ability where if he dies, something happens, and it'll add a random card to his hand from my class. So, I mean, I'm probably okay with that. Just so I can get something on the board. And the card we got was a 7 mana, I think a warrior card. That costs less for each damaged minion, which probably won't happen too much, and then can move immediately when it's played, unlike almost every other card. So I'm gonna play out this 3 mana card, which uses all of my resources this turn, and it's got an ability where it'll summon another minion when it dies. Another good thing about this is, for the dungeon run specifically, you'll see these same cards kind of popping up over and over, so you'll kind of get an idea of what my deck for this run can do. And, well, maybe I won't have to explain it in quite as much detail as it goes on. So I'm mainly concerned with clearing the board right now. So I will probably go ahead and play this man, who can deal 2 damage, and I'll take out the highest attack one. And then I will hit this thing that has 1 damage, or 1 attack, so I'll only take 1 damage when I hit it, and I'll stay alive, and then I'll be able to use these boys to hopefully continue clearing the board here, so we can limit the damage we're taking. Okay. Now if we do this, we'll have enough damaged minions to get this big boy down to 5. And he will be able to go immediately. And we can hit his bigger boy and do that to summon our 1 cost and still have a better board than him. So, puts us in a pretty good spot.
Thank you.
This one has another death rattle, which is the do something on death, where I'll get another coin. So I'm running out of cards, so I gotta keep that in mind, because you do take damage. Though, it doesn't really matter, because I have a lot of damage on the board here, and I just drew a thing where I can deal 4 damage extra. So I don't have to deal with anything he's got, and I can just take him out. And 1 boss down. And that's basically the cycle. Play through different bosses, different abilities, different decks, and when you win, you get loot. So this is one of the times where you get a big old passive ability. We could have things that trigger on death, like some of his abilities there, go twice, which is very good, but I did 1 run with that already, so I'll probably skip that one for now. We can make their minions cost more, so they are slower. Or we can have a immediate burst of various spells at the beginning of the game, which I kind of like the most. Well, I like the Death Rattle thing the most, just because I think it's the best. Not that we have anything with Death Rattle right now. but I feel like the secret one would make it even more confusing for you guys. So I might just slow him down, even though it's not that exciting. It'll hopefully keep things a bit clearer for this first go through. And then we get to pick 3 cards that we'll take along and add to our deck here. So these are all legendary minions, but they cost a bunch. So it would be hard to get out to them. This is a quest where if we play some big boys, which you don't have a ton of really right now at all, we could get a ridiculously overpowered man. That one we already have. Yeah, that all requires big boys. Deal 2 damage to a minion, gain 3 armor to upgrade. Nash, give your hero 3 attack and 3 armor. So that's just some removal. Am I seriously gonna go with the legendary deck? I just don't feel like we can commit to the quest. Summon 5 minions with 5 attack or more. We only have 1, 2 that could possibly do that right now, and that would add a 3rd. I don't really like the removal too much. I mean, maybe we'll get some legendaries. They're fun to play with, and you can see some of the crazier things if we're able to actually get them. So next, we're playing against Pathmaker Ham. There's more than one way for a kobold to dig a tunnel. His ability, 1 mana, Unstable Explosion, deal 1 damage to 2 random enemies. So hopefully we can outlast him, because that's kind of what our deck is built to do at the moment. Wait until the late game.
Malfurion versus Pathmaker Ham.
I must protect the wild.
And we drew Mulch, so that destroy an enemy spell, and then 2 of the legendaries we just got, which we definitely don't want those 2. Because we will not be able to play them for a long time, and this isn't great either. Though, we do have that, which will slow him down as well. Oof, can't do anything turn 1, which I guess isn't unexpected, but may well not be able to do anything turn 2 either. Other than hero power. And that is the case, so we only have 1 option. We can gain 1 armor and hit him for 1. But for now we're just waiting. Apparently so is he, because we have our ability we just picked up. Oh my goodness. This is slow though. Now it's coming in clutch that we are slowing him down. Okay. Yeah, I'll play this boy. He can be good to have. So he's got Inspire, which does something if I use my hero power here. And it would give me... Wow, that's a lot of bombs. He's almost killed my man immediately. That's unfortunate. Give me 2 extra attack, which is kind of nice in this situation, because I can play this boy who will build up over time. I will use my hero power and get inspired, which allows me to kill this man without losing my guy on the board. Though his ability, of course, was likely to, and this will probably clear out my other man. Okay. So I think we'll use... What does this 1 mana do? He's just a 2/2. We'll use the Druid of the Claw here, who can get 2 different forms. One that's less strong but fast, and one that's bulkier and kind of protects you. And this guy seems to kind of have a rush deck. So I will do that to hopefully make him survive a little longer. So many bombs. And they're all going to me. This guy's random, it can go to anybody, but we're not getting lucky with it. So I'll do it with the Grove Tender again that I did last game. Oh, I could have won there. If I'd just done the 2 damage to that guy, but I think we'll be okay here. Especially if he doesn't play anything, really. And then I can show you Ragnaros! One of the legendaries that we got. At the end of the turn, he deals 8 damage to a random enemy. And all the legendaries have cool animations like that. So we'll let Raggy do the killing. And just send an 8 damage fireball to his face. So that's 2. Okay, so this one is, again, wanting me to do the quest. We do have some more 5 mana things now, or 5 attack things, rather, and this one would give us the possibility of another one. This one would protect us and give us longer. That's what this taunt is, and this one I don't want, because it's just synergy with this one card that I don't think I'm going to be able to build up to. So it's either this one or the taunts. Battlecry, discover a taunt, so get more taunts. If your opponent has more minions, cast this again. Summon your taunt minions that died this game. I think I'm going to go with the quest we didn't go with last time. Overseer Morgak. Nope, Mogark. This Trog commander is extra motivational to underlings. His power, deal 1 damage to a friendly minion and give it +2 attack. So I went with the quest that gets triggered and gives us a big boy if we do 5 or more minions with 5 or more attack, because last time we got those big legendaries, and maybe now we'll have a chance to actually use it. And it's only 1 mana, and we don't have a lot of low-price things anyway, so it'll hopefully give us something to actually play earlier. Which we will do right now. Though we are curving out a little bit better. Have a 1 that we just played, a 2 mana, and a 3 mana here. And this will give us another legendary. Geppetto Joybuzz Battlecry, which is something that happens when you play it. Draw 2 minions from your deck, set their attack, health, and cost to 1. That's not great. But, you know, it'll progress my quest, at least, if I can get him out. Do I want to do another 5? No, because next turn we might have to do hero power and another 2. And that would be a more efficient use of mana. Okay, that Glyph of Warding passive seems to kind of actually be helping. It's slowing these bosses down a good bit. And like I expected, on 4 mana, we have to play this 2 mana. Get the Rat King. Rush, meaning he can hit minions immediately on his turn rather than going to sleep like this friend. Go Dormant. What is Dormant? Untouchable for both players. I haven't seen that one. Revive after 5 friendly minions die. Interesting. And we'll hero power to use up the rest of our 2 mana and hit him in the face. So this thing does nothing on its own, but when it dies it summons a 5/5, 5 health, 5 attack. Do I want to play this guy? Yeah, I guess why not. It's not going to be able to hit. Yeah, Rush is different than Charge. Rush, they can hit minions, but they can't hit the face on their first turn. So I guess I'll just do that, and we're pretty close to beating this guy with not a lot of effort. Okay. Maybe this Glyph of Warding is better than I thought, because now he's just dead. He hasn't really been able to play anything. Wonderful. Halfway there, I think? Almost. Alright, and here's where we get our second kind of big upgrade. We got a 1 cost and 2 10 costs. The candle deal 4 damage to all enemy minions. Shuffle this into your deck, so some nice board clear. Cast Pyroblast until randomly until a hero dies. Okay, so that's just random. Hopefully you don't get destroyed. It could kill either your opponent or you, which I don't love. Or Wish, fill your board with legendary minions, fully heal your hero. As fun as those seem, I think the more consistent thing that we need right now is board clear. So we get some more boys, some more huge friends, things that would help with our quest, theoretically, which was probably good. And then some boys that just give us options. So a low cost, which we're doing okay on low costs. Okay. That could either be a taunt with 3 attack and 2 health, or 2 attack and 3 health. Choose one cards and powers have both combined as a legendary, and another one of those Keeper the Groves that we have. I'm gonna go with the quest again. And we're facing Thadok the Thief. One moment, her minions are there, the next, they're gone. And hero powers return a friendly minion to your hand. So, probably gonna be doing a lot of healing that way and bringing people out and back in just to not actually have them die, and then like a lot of combo stuff.
I must protect
Do we want to keep this board clear? Yeah, probably. I think this is a fairly good starting hand, even though we don't have a 2 cost. Can always hero power, especially since the candle goes back into our hand. But since there's nothing here, we'll go ahead and play our quest and move on. Oh, he's got a quest too. Play 4 minions with the same name. Reward Crystal Core, and the Crystal Core is, for the rest of the game, your minions are 5/5. Oof. Don't love that, especially with his hero power. Very much synergizing with that. So, to make sure he doesn't have the opportunity to build up to that, I'll probably just go ahead and play my 1 cost and use the candle to clear the board so he can't ping people back and forth. Even though it's not a perfect use of my 3 mana, I'm okay with it, because I'm more scared of that. What does this one do? Choose one. Transform into a 5/2 or a 2/5. I really want to clear that so he can't send it back, but I think also building my board might be important. Okay, he doesn't have enough mana. That's fine. And can make this one a 5/3 with stealth, or a 3/5 with taunt, which means they have to attack it or they can't attack it. What's this spawn? Add 2 1/2s to your hand, so I don't really want to pop that. To progress his quest. So I might just go to the face. I'm progress mine by making this one a 5 cost, so I only need 3 more 5s. Or 5 attack, I keep saying 5 cost. So now we'll do another 5 attack, summon another 5 attack, and hit him in the face. Got another legendary. Elite Tauren Chieftain! At the end of your turn, you get a fancy card. It's not terrible, because now I can keep playing my 5s. So, in order to be mana efficient, I will do my Elite Tauren Chieftain and my Turtle. And then I'm only 1 away from my quest, which is kind of a win the game button. And he is 2 away, so hopefully he won't be able to finish it right now. Now let's see, we're on 8. I imagine we don't get this right now. Could we play 5? We might. Copy a friendly minion's health. Can I get it now? I've never actually done a quest, because that's a relatively new thing. Oh, dope. Okay. So now we can just play everything, because this thing makes your minions cost 0. Doesn't it? Reduce the cost of minions in your deck. Oh, darn it. It's only in the deck, it's not this. Okay, well anything we draw now will cost 0. I thought we were just going to be able to play everything, essentially. We're still in a pretty good spot, though. It's kind of weird with having Aviana, because he made everything cost 0, but this makes everything cost 1. So we have lethal, but we want to be cutesy with it, so I can copy this man, right? Can make another 8/8 just for the fun of it. And then I can summon some Murlocs for the fun of it. And I can just whack him. And win! Okay, well that's good to know. My Barnabas here that we get from the quest does not affect things in your hand, only that you draw afterwards. Okay. So some more minions with 5, which I feel like I probably don't need. Some more things that give options and a little bit more defense. And then some more removal. This isn't great removal. But I don't really have any removal. What's my spell situation at? Almost none. I feel like I probably need the spells. Fungalmancer, Flurgle. The Fungalmancer empowers his friends with fungus. Give your minions 1/1. 1 health, 1 1 health, 1 attack. Fungalmancer, Flurgle.
I must protect the wild.
Get rid of the 10 cost, and we should be okay with the rest. Raggy, I don't need you this early. Looking like it'll probably be a quest hero power into Shade of Naxxramas, unless we draw something, but we didn't. I'm kind of glad I picked that thing that delays them, though, because our deck is pretty slow, and that has been helping. This only deals 1, so won't be able to take out his boy with that. At the end of your turn, summon a 1/1 Murloc. Don't love that. So I will probably make my man leave stealth. To kill that. Drop this down. Hero power to kill the smaller one. And call it a day. Oof, that's a lot of Murlocs. I'm gonna have to clear that. Because that'll... His hero power will boost them all up. If I'm not able to. Which it looks like I'm not able to. So... I will just use this to summon a Panther. Hero power to remove one of them. And then use this Moonbolt, I think it's called, to mostly clear the board. Imagine he's gonna hero power. Yeah. Okay. That's not too bad. Combo, return a minion to its owner's hand. Unfortunately, we can't get that to play right now. He's got a lot of small friends, though. So I feel like I might just play a bunch of mine. Especially this one, since it's got Death Rattle to summon another 5/1. When it dies, I'll be able to have something on the board to keep taking care of his small friends. Swipe is pretty good here. Which I'll probably end up using, because it does 4 damage to one enemy. Which I will make this boy, well, I guess it doesn't really matter, and 1 to everybody else. So clear the board, and leave me with my little ghost friend from his Death Rattle ability. Not bad. This thing gives him a card at the end of every turn, so I want to remove that. I'll use Ragnaros here, who can't attack himself, but he does that thing where he sends out a fireball randomly, so he doesn't take damage when he does that, which is his advantage. Can do a lot of damage without taking it. I guess we'll just play the Kidnapper here, even though we can't use this combo because we need to play a card beforehand to get advantage of that. And then again, just try and clear his board as much as possible. Would have liked that to go to one of the minions. Oof. So he's got some large lads now. And because of that, I will probably use this poison seeds. Which takes them out and replaces them with 2/2s. And I'm thinking that may not even happen, because he may fill up his board on what he did last time. Death Rattle, summon a random basic totem, which are just kind of these small boys. Or I could just try and get some taunts going.
The jungle provides.
I think I'll try and do this. And then silence this guy so he doesn't get the benefit of all the boosts that he's been getting. So they'll have to run into this guy rather than me, and then Ragnaros will hopefully take out one of them in addition. Okay. Just trying to build the board as much as I can. It'd be nice to draw that candle thing to deal 4 damage to all of them. Because he's got a lot of small boys right now. Well, that's only, I think, she only makes things cost 1 when she's in play, and just be able to kill her. This isn't great. Is now the time for Poison Seed? I think it might be. Fortunately, it also kills Ragnaros, but I think I just need to delay right now. And he did fill up on the basic totems, which is good. So obviously he's going to power him up again, but hopefully I'll be able to draw something useful here. Because this is not the best situation, because if I can't clear this, they're going to get out of control real quick. And they'll be healing each other and such. Alright, this boy's good. So I can play this one. Oh my god, I'm an idiot! No! At least I finished the quest. That was stupid, though. I don't know why I thought it was gonna make it cost 0 because of this thing. Crap. At least he'll have to spend, oh boy, some of his resources getting rid of that thing. I am getting low on health.
Me no crazy. You're crazy.
Man. So I think I need to play this to make my minion 0. And I need to play this with Taunt to delay them. And then after that, hopefully maybe we can stabilize. I've got this for removal. Destroy anybody. Oh, am I dead? I'm just dead. Aha! And there it is. Ripperoni.
Too bad.
It's too bad for you.
Cobalt King is getting all the
So he made it halfway, which isn't great, honestly. I don't know if I did that other play and didn't put down the one I didn't want to right there. If it would have gone better, but let's see. Since that got cut a little short, I want to see if I can get into some more silliness. And this is the Tavern Brawl mode, which is just like a wacky random game mode that changes every week. I want to see if it gives you a deck. Zephyrs has blessed you with a random deck, yep, and 3 wishes, and no wishing for more wishes. So yeah, you can just pick a class and kind of get to just engage in some silly. So I'll go with Warrior, who's a tanky boy, kind of, and it'll give me a deck and some ridiculous cards, and we'll play against an actual person. Probably just one game, but just since that went so south immediately, I want to tack on a little bit more silliness. Same principle here. Have to get rid of things that I can't actually use early because I start with 1 mana. And I definitely drew into some better stuff. Fun thing about Hearthstone is you can click on all the board stuff, and it does fancy things. Which can make the time pass. I don't know this board. They're usually secrets. Okay. So, 2-2-1. At the end of your turn, give another random minion 1 health. Let's see. Wish for the perfect card. Shuffle a second wish into your deck. I don't know. What does this do? Deal 1 damage to a minion. If that kills it, draw a card. That seems useful. I'll just go ahead and kill his thing. And draw. I don't know if I should be blowing through these wishes or something. If they're, like, the key to winning this, but I did it. Summon a random 1-cost minion for me. A 1-1. That's not very helpful. Deal 2 damage to the enemy hero. Okay. If you have a weapon equipped, I don't. Probably use this. Just hit him in the face. Because this thing has poisonous and taunt, which means you have to hit it before hitting anything else or me. And poisonous destroys anything that hits it. So it'll be able to kill this if he so chooses to do that, if he can't clear it. It was Reborn. Resurrects 1 health the first time it dies. Well, there you go. Second wish. Wish for the perfect card. Shuffle the third and final wish into your deck. Probably shouldn't do that. I have 3 mana. I say that, but I don't really have anything else great. Taunt. Discover a taunt minion. No, that's okay. And I get to pick another one. 3-8 for 6. Battlecry adapt. 6-5-5. That changes. 3-6. I don't know. This guy seems to be aggressive. And just go with that. Hit him in the face. I do think I'm going to get up into another dungeon run, probably. Just because I was sad that ended so soon. Give me your taunt minions 2-2. Magnetic. What does that do? Play this to the left of a mech to fuse them together. Well, I don't have any mechs. But I could make it a 3-2 taunt with shield. Can attack immediately. I'd have to coin that out. I could play this mech, and maybe he won't kill it.
Somebody order a bomb.
And then maybe do this to summon a slime, even though it's gonna hurt my boy, and take that guy out. I don't know. I'm just trying to play the game. Though next turn, if he doesn't kill my mech, which is this boy, as you can see at the bottom of the card, I'll be able to do this fuse thing, which whatever that is. Though he's gonna kill it. Okay. That's fine. So I will probably then go ahead and maybe coin out the taunt I got earlier. Divine Shield Taunt, Lifesteal Rush. Meaning I could take him out. I wouldn't be able to do much against the other one. Honestly, might wish. Why not? 5 mana taunt. 5 mana heal. Deal 2 damage. I like this boy. It's very beefy. It's gonna cause me to overload which locks me out of 2 mana next turn. But I've got the coin, which allows me to gain 1 mana, as mentioned, so that'll mitigate it slightly if I need to, and it's beefy, so... I'll probably get removal from his wish that he just used there to get rid of it, but at least I forced him to use it. And I'm trying, since I have a big advantage of card size unfortunate card size right now, press that advantage. Okay. So this isn't great. I'll just play this boy. And hit him in the face. Not a great turn, but I was locked out, and he killed my big man, which is sad. Oof. Yeah, this bad. This bad. Can I get another wish? Do 1 damage and give it 2 attack. It's not going to help me very much. Unless I make this a 5/7. Which would actually be okay. What does Fuse do? I don't know. 3. I'm gonna try this. What does this do? Okay. So I can kill that immediately, which is what I was hoping to do. And then I get a taunt. Which... I mean... I don't know if that was actually that helpful. And then... probably play this that boosts my taunt boys. Yeah, and then to hit him in the face. Or maybe should have taken out, I probably almost certainly should have taken out his turtle, but the rope was coming, which means my turn was going to end, so I panicked. Whoever this attacks and kills a minion, gain 2/2. Okay, not terrible. Not terrible. So I'll deal 1 to everybody, which is good, because I can kill my own boys, which might be necessary. Cost 2 less for everything. Yeah! This is a weird play. This will go back up to 8, though, if I kill my own boys now.
What now?
I don't think it'll probably make too much of a difference if this takes 1 damage. That's it. This is a weird, weird game. What you got? England. That's the name of the person I'm up against. I guess you can't see it. I could move my face cam. Video capture. I'm sure this isn't going to cause any problems at all. Yeah, I'm abandoning that. I don't want to mess with anything. Okay. What is this? Battle Cry equipped with 4/3 Shadow More. Hero power, deal 1 damage to all minions. That also damages adjacent minions. I don't know what that means. Probably only play though. So I'm gonna do it. Oh, that just changes me into him? That doesn't summon? Okay. Well, I've made a mistake. I don't know if that was good. I turned into a weird boy. I hadn't seen that before. I cleared his board, which is probably helpful, because the hunter usually doesn't do quite as well in late game. I thought this was a minion. What do you got? Something I can only kind of deal with? Taunt. Battle Cry. Summon 2 copies of this. Corrupt. Fill your board with copies. What is corrupt? Upgrades in hand after you play a card that costs more. Well, I don't have anything that costs 10, I don't think. You have a weapon equipped. Deal 2 damage. Okay. So I think I probably want the taunts. So I can't do all of this that I want to do right now. Hit his boy. I'm gonna deal 1 damage to kill his boy, which will summon 2 new boys, unfortunately. I will play this to deal 2 damage to kill 1 of his boys, and then play my taunt I got a long time ago. This is taking longer than I would have thought. Usually Tavern Brawl isn't very strategic, it's just random and crazy, but this feels more intense than I had hoped. You gonna wish? No, you do not have to. That's unfortunate. I can kill him. It's gonna hurt, but I can kill him. Taunt, I'm gonna 0-5 vault safe with taunt. Okay. I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna hurt myself a lot. I'm gonna damage both of us because this card draws a card for every damage boy. And I need more stuff. And I'll probably leave it at that. At least I can get my weapon back. And 5 armor, apparently. Discover something. Discover Savannah Jaime. No. Somehow. Trigger Death Rattle at the same time. Discover a Death Rattle minion. Okay, yeah. Triggers Death Rattle and summon it. I got it. Don't love it, but I got it. Do 1 damage to a minion. If it survives, do the thing. Probably just taunt up. Get another 2/2. Wait, why did I use that on my guy? Why didn't I do that on his thing? That was stupid. I mean, it probably doesn't matter. That's why I didn't think about it that hard, but did you just kill me? Oh, come on! Well, fine. I felt like we were stabilizing there, but then you just draw a Pyroblast. You draw a mage card from your wish as a hunter. Alright. Not very successful Hearthstone, but I still very much enjoy this game. The parts that you can do, free to play anyway. So that's that. Hopefully it was interesting too for you. And not too confusing. I know it can be confusing if you haven't seen card games before. There's a lot going on. So let me know your thoughts. This ran longer than I thought. But if you think it was interesting, if you think, yeah, it was crazy, but maybe there's potential for me to understand what's going on more, if you want me to explain things, whatever you think, I'm open to it. Because these are all, after all, fleeting favorites. So, remember, there's no such thing as too much fun